Now we'll be working on the side of the neck. We're first going to start off with a tennis ball, just to warm up the area. So I place my hand on the ball and then just rotate the ball in one spot, reposition. So I could work a bit on SCM and on the scalenes, and then moving it further back to work on levator, and then reposition again. After using the ball, you could use your knuckles. Now with your knuckles, you're placing it below and back of the ear. We're going to work on the SCM muscle that moves downward to attach to the collarbone and the breastbone. So I have my knuckles here, and as I slide down, I'm going to rotate my head away slowly and do that a few times. Reposition myself so that my knuckles are in the same spot, but instead of moving down and out with SCM and rotating my head, now I'm working on the scalenes, and I'm just going to stroke directly downward. And as I do that, I can side bend my head or leave my head in a neutral position. If you're finding that using your hand on the same side is difficult, use the finger pads on your opposite side. I have my hand here underneath the elbow to support, and then I'm sliding my fingers downward and bending my head sideways, like so. Then you can have both knuckles on either side, and as I stroke downward, I'm bending my head and releasing my pressure, bringing my head back to neutral, applying pressure, and slide down, and I bend my head, like so. Now I'm going to work on the SCM itself. I'm placing my head in a side bend position so the muscles are relaxed. I'm using a pincer grasp technique. So I have the muscle here, bring my head into neutral position, and then I'm just pulling the muscle away, and then move my hand up and down and side to side. Reposition and do the same motion. You don't need a lot of pressure, so start off with light to moderate pressure. And now I'm bending my head sideways so that the muscle fibers slide between my fingers. Another technique you can use is having both hands. So one hand is close to the bottom attachment, the other hand is close to the upper attachment. And I pull the muscle away, and then with my hands together, I'm moving up and down. And then I could rotate in opposite directions. Another technique is to work directly on the attachments. So you could have your fingers on the collarbone and on the top of your breastbone. And then you could move side to side, staying stationary, or even little circles in that area. Or just apply a pincer grasp pressure right on the attachment and just stay there, and you can feel the muscles starting to relax after a while. And the same thing can be done on its other attachment, again behind the ear. You could do stationary circles, horizontal sliding, and then use a pincer grasp technique, press into the muscle, and wait there until hopefully you'll feel the muscles relax. If you don't, after 15 or 20 seconds, or even up to 30 seconds, then reposition your hand or do the other techniques. And now we will move to lying on your back, and so that we could treat the back muscles. Before we move to the techniques for, while lying on your back, There's one technique I forgot to show you, and it's using your finger pads on the scalenes. I already showed you sliding down, but what you can also do is leave your fingers on the side of your neck, like so. So at the front is SCM, the back is levator scapula, so right in here is scalenes. Leave your fingers there, and then just rotate your head side to side. This will create cross fiber stroking. Reposition your hand, and then do that again, all the way down to the angle of the neck. And now we'll move to on your back.